Hey, this is Craig Baum with Elite Results Marketing, and today I want to share with you the top 5 reasons that I find that practice owners shouldn't use SEO. All right, so I said the top 5 reasons you shouldn't use SEO. However, what I really mean is the top 5 reasons that you think SEO doesn't work and have probably held you back in the past if you've tried to use SEO. You probably look around at your competition, you see them on page 1, you see that they're getting all the new customers, patients, even though they may have a subpar product or service, and you're left just confused, right? You're like, I don't get it. I paid for SEO, it didn't work. What's going on here? What are they doing? What do they have that we don't have? Well, I'm gonna answer that question for you. Top 5 reasons, here we go. All right, number 1 is you picked the wrong SEO company, okay? If you picked out an SEO company that you were able to pay $300 a month for, I want you to think about what you are willing to do for $300 a month. Literally, you can go get a burger job or a job at Target and get paid more per month to put effort and energy into this. Now, search engine optimization is something that has to have continuous energy into it, constantly doing research, staying on top of what's going on with algorithm updates and what changes need to be made on the website in order to help you grow your practice. So if you're paying someone $300 a month, you've probably picked the wrong search engine optimization team. Now, I'm not saying that just go with anybody that has a high dollar price. If they're quoting you $10,000 or $20,000 per month, it's probably outside of your budget. It doesn't realistically make sense. I'm not saying go with the highest priced person. I'm just saying that you need to be more strategic about who you choose. In the future, I'll probably put out a video about, maybe a checklist of things you need to ask questions on to a search engine optimization team before you're willing to hire them. So, number 1, you picked the wrong SEO team. Number 2 biggest reasons that I see that practice owners have felt like search engine optimization doesn't do well. Maybe you did pick a good SEO team, but what happened is they came in, they got you ranks, they showed you on a graph, that you've got more traffic, but that traffic wasn't turning into new patients for you. At the end of the day, you don't really care about SEO. You care about new patients coming through your door and paying you money. You can grow your practice, write fatter bonus checks at Christmas time to your staff, right? Or maybe just help more people. I assume that's why you got into business, right? So here's the deal. One of the biggest things that I see holding practice owners back comes down to their website. When they decided to hire someone to build their website, maybe it was right as you got out of college, you got a lot of student debt, you went with the cheapest website developer you could. And honestly, let's face it, website developers are getting lazier and lazier with all the drag and drop, ability you have to build a website. They're not really good at what they do. And so we're depending on faster internet connections and this drag and drop technology to build your website. And as a practice owner, I see time and again that you want these HD videos on the front page. If you're, dentist, orthodontist, you want a great big smile. You want pictures of very beautiful women in HD. If you're a plastic surgeon, these HD images are costing you, because if you're trying to serve that up on a mobile device and someone comes to your website, you spend all this time and money on SEO, right? I got you on the first page for your given term. Maybe it's dentist in Minneapolis. You click on dentist in Minneapolis and then it takes 20 to 30 seconds for your website to load because they're on a 3G mobile connection. They hit the back button and they end up in a competitor's chair because it just took too long for your website to load. So go to some place like gtmetrics.com, run your site through that and see where you are. I like to see my sites below 3 seconds if possible. Obviously, the faster the better, because when you do get into a situation that they're on a mobile device and they have a 3G mobile connection, it makes it infinitely longer. Check that your website is running fast and is clean. Reason number 3, you're not following up with your customers after they come to the website. Again, you've spent all this time and money working with an SEO. They got you ranked on page 1 and you're getting more traffic. How are you leveraging that traffic? Are you following up with these people? At this point, people's attention spans are extremely low. Things happen. So if someone comes out to your website and they get distracted and they leave, well, you need a way to get back in front of them. Case study after case study have proven that you need 5 to 7 touches with someone before they're willing to do business with you. One of the easiest ways you can do that is through retargeting. My business specifically uses something we call smart targeting, so that not only do we get back in front of them on other platforms like YouTube and Facebook, we're strategic about it so that we know what we need to get back in front of them for. If that person's interested in Invisalign, we get in front of them for Invisalign. If they wanted, breast augmentation, we get in front of them for breast augmentation. It allows us to communicate back and forth with that person and stay in front of them so that they eventually come back and convert into a new patient. Retargeting is huge. You gotta stay in front of those people. Number 4 reason, you quit before you struck gold. What I mean by that is maybe you started working with an SEO company, they told you it was gonna take 90 days, right? That's typically what I tell my customers is we can get you some results in 90 days. However, things change, right? Maybe your competition saw that you were moving up in ranks and decided to do something about it. That's gonna work against us on a clock time-wise. Or maybe there was an algorithm update that came out that just made indexing things take a little bit longer, or what have you. There's any given reason that it could take a little bit longer. So if you quit at 3 months because that person told you 90 days, you may be this close from moving to page 2 at the top of the page to page 1, middle of the page, and seeing all that benefit. So you've got to stay the course, communicate back and forth with your SEO company. I don't believe in continuing to pay an SEO company that's not doing their job, but if you have a way to communicate with them, they can convey to you that the KPIs all make sense and that you're moving in the right direction. Stay the course until you get there so that you can see the benefit of being on page 1. I promise you're gonna enjoy it. Number 5, and this is the biggest and kind of a combination of all of them, is once you pay an SEO company, you just assume that that's all you need to do, right? My team is very specific about who we work with. There's an application process to work with us, and the reason that is I found over time that if you are unwilling to make changes on your side and you're just expecting that when we do SEO that it's going to start converting into new patients, that doesn't work out very well, and we usually end up in some kind of a heated argument about whether we did our job or not. And I can always prove that we did because we're a reputable company that goes to great lengths to see our clients succeed. You got to be willing to be flexible on your side, okay? If I, as a consultant, come to you and I say, listen, I think we need to make these changes on the website. I don't think we're being clear on what our offer is. We're not taking people by the hand and leading them down the path that they need so that they can become engaged with you. Make a phone call, schedule an appointment, end up in your office. Maybe I do a cold call and I check your office out and your staff is being rude. I would hope not, but I've seen it sometimes. You call and they're just not helpful and courteous, right? Well, I've done my job. I've brought you all this additional traffic. People are calling you. We can see that there was an increase in your phone call volume by 25%. That could be huge for your business, but if you're turning that business away, there's something inside of the business that's not working. You have to be willing to listen and make those changes and work with us. Obviously, there's just certain things you're not gonna wanna do, right? I may make a suggestion that I know that works, but it just doesn't really fit with your branding, your company, and it's not something we're willing to do. Cool. We can have a conversation around that, figure out, a solution that will work, that you're gonna be comfortable with, that I know is gonna help convert that person coming into your website into a paying patient so that you can be successful. There you have it, 5 things that usually make a practice owner believe that search engine optimization doesn't work. I assure you it does. We can show you case study after case study. Clients that we've worked with, it's extremely beneficial, but you gotta remember, search engine optimization is just about bringing you more traffic, and there's more elements that go into place as far as converting them into new patients. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me. But otherwise, I hope this information has been extremely helpful. Stay tuned for more content. At some point, I'm gonna put out a checklist of exactly what questions you should be asking a search engine optimization company or even a Facebook marketer to ensure that you're gonna get your money's worth and actually see value. So have a great day, go grow your practice, and I'll see you next time.